Assistant Inspector Generals of Police and Commissioners of Police. In so doing, I wish to formally thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFRO, for considering me worthy of appointment as the Acting Inspector General of Police of this great nation. Beyond being symbolic of the confidence reposed in my professional ability, my choice among other equally competent officers at this crucial time in our national history represents a wake-up call to the Nigerian police force under my command to fashion out new approaches to policing in Nigeria. It is for this reason that this meeting was convened. The meeting is designed to achieve 4 major purposes. First is to enable professional interaction between the police management team and field officers and create a peer review platform that will strengthen our crime management ability. Second is to evaluate police performance during the recently concluded general elections. This is with a view to identify performance gaps and critical operational challenges that can be addressed in the process of planning for future electoral engagements. The third purpose of this conference is to evolve plans for a seamless presidential, governorship, and state and national assembly inauguration ceremonies, while the fourth is to lay out the policy thrust of this administration and define clear implementation strategies. The detailed strategic policing plan, which has been developed, will be availed all strategic police managers here present for their strict guidance. The plan is designed to courageously and professionally address critical issues affecting optimal performance of the police, while also striving to restore citizens' trust as a conscious strategy aimed at managing crime and enhancing national security. Critical policing areas to be addressed by the strategic plan include the following. 1. Corruption. The loss of public respect and confidence in the police, as well as our inability to effectively tackle crimes in most ethical and professional matter, have been widely attributed to the challenge of corruption within the policing system. The administration intends to pursue a two-way approach in addressing the menace of corruption in the police. The first is to develop frameworks and intervention that will address root causes of corruption. In this regard, official factors like logistics and welfare challenges that create grounds for corrupt tendency by police officers will be vigorously addressed. The second approach is to pursue a very robust anti-corruption enforcement strategy that will leave no serving police officer and citizens under any illusion about its integrity and firm commitment to national ethical rebirth and development. The drive will be clear, coordinated, massive, firm, and sustained, and it will target and tackle issues relating to commercialization of bail process, the nuisance of roadblocks, abuse of police powers, particularly in relation to pretrial detention. The enforcement process of this policy will engender the rejuvenation, refocusing, empowerment, and motivation of the monitoring units, escorts, and provost marshal sections of the force to enhance their competence and to effectively position them to lead the anti-corruption drive. Accordingly, very soon, the nation will witness a massive and sustained nationwide deployment of the anti-corruption action units of the force for enforcement functions. The enforcement initiative will, however, be laced with in-house and national public anti-corruption enlightenment programs, a whistle-blowing mechanism, and push for enhanced welfare and logistic empowerment as a preventive measure to petty corruption in the force. I must sound the note of warning here. The new corruption crusade of the force will tackle cognizance of appropriate sections of our criminal laws and hold both the giver and the taker of bribes accountable. Accordingly, much as official corruption will be dealt with in the force, corrupt-minded members of the public are sternly warned to refrain from corrupting the police system as they will be brought to the justice they equally deserve. Aside anti-corruption, which represent the core of my policing vision, other vital components of the strategic plan include the following: human rights-driven policing, which would address citizens' concern of custodial violence, including abuse of power of pre-trial detention, poor and inhabitable custodial facilities, violation of the rights of the detainees, false confessions, misuse of firearms, and any other official police action that will amount to degradation of human dignity and deprivation of liberty and the rights to life in violation of the provisions of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Fundamental Human Provision as enshrined in Chapter 4 of the 1999 Nigerian Constitution as amended. Intelligence-led investigation operations and community partnership. This would engender massive training of intelligence and crime analysts as a conscious strategy of broadening the intelligence through crime analysis base of the force, and establishment and equipment of intelligence through crime analysis laboratory in all state commands. Application of intelligence-led policing strategy will discourage custodial approach to investigation, as the intelligence assets of the police will be deployed to gather evidence before a suspect will be considered for arrest. It will also shorten the time between arrest and commencement of prosecution. Case diversion, fast-track trials, and restorative justice. The plan is to collaborate with experts in the enhancement of our capacity to engage alternative dispute resolution options in peace, security, and crime management in line with modern and global dictates. Engagement of cutting-edge technology and best practices at all levels of police functions in Nigeria. This strategy will revolutionize policing in Nigeria by navigating the police from the current analog conventional policing approaches to engagement of full policing technology to all our crime management and operational activities of the force. In launching the NPF into the technological-driven policing world, emphasis will be on crime scene management, establishment of state-of-the-art national forensic support centers, in-car camera and in-car database access to support patrol functions, establishment of national criminal database, exploring possibility of securing authorizing access to existing database, national identity management database, the federal safety motor license database that would support police operations, crime mapping, exploration of possibility of engagement of less legal weapons system, such as electromuscular disruption technologies. Human capacity development. Galvanizing development partners, including the UN, the US, the UK, Commonwealth Secretariat, and local and international NGOs, to support the identification of the training gaps in the NPF and provide appropriate interventions. This will also entail the phased renovation and upgrade of facilities at existing police institutions to meet best international standards, as well as review the existing training curricula and standards with a view to aligning them to modern dictates. In order to facilitate the attainment of the long-term objectives of these strategies, I have directed as follows. The IGP monitoring units, S-Squad and Force Provost Marshal of the Force have been motivated and directed to immediately embark on massive anti-corruption enforcement operations. Any officer caught, either through whistleblowing framework or direct operations of the enforcement units of the force, will be appropriately dealt with, in line with established disciplinary procedure of the force, and may additionally be prosecuted in the swiftest fashion. While visible policing will be enhanced, I wish to, in clear terms, re-emphasize that police roadblocks remain banned. They are public nuisance, points of corruption, and source of police-citizens frictions. The commissioners of police, area commanders, and divisional police officers in whose jurisdiction illegal roadblocks are detected will be personally or vicariously held liable, and strict and swift disciplinary actions will be initiated against such officers. 3. The Nigerian Police Intelligence School, Enugu, which has been closed to academic activities for over a year is to immediately reopen and commence training activities for intelligence operatives, analysts, and strategic intelligence managers to support the intelligence-led policing vision of my leadership with effect from Monday, 4th of May, 2015. In order to ensure that the maximum security needed to give our magistrates, judges, and justices the confidence to dispense criminal justice is attained, the Judges Protection Unit will be immediately reconstituted and specially equipped. Any nation desirous of justice owes its magistrate, judges, and justices the sacred obligation of protection. This I intend to advance. Consequently, police security details attached to civil commissioners in all the states and other unauthorized individuals across the country will be reduced or withdrawn as the case may be. The manpower drawn from this exercise will be committed to the rejuvenation of the Judges Protection Unit. Ladies and gentlemen, while all efforts will be made to address the peculiar logistics and welfare challenges of the force, and while this management team and I are determined to restore the lost primacy of the Nigerian Police Force as the lead internal security management agency in Nigeria, the best way to commence this journey is to undertake a well-intentioned program that will engender paradigm shifts within our policing system. It is now a matter of choice. For the serving police officer, a choice between national service which should be duly rewarded and corruption which should be swiftly sanctioned. For the citizens, it is a choice between supporting their police to protect them with honor or compromising them to weaken their capacity and dignity. Whatever is the consideration, Nigeria has reached a turning point where it must rediscover itself, restore citizens' confidence, and prove that it has a cream of patriotic, disciplined, and professional officers that can and will ensure the attainment of its mandate. This requires leadership with character, courage, vision, and passion. I am committed to providing this leadership. But in so doing, I crave for the support and understanding of the citizens, and most importantly, you, the gentlemen and women of the press. Let me end this address by once again assuring the federal government and citizens of this great nation that the confidence reposed in me will not be misplaced, as I am determined to deploy my broad professional and intellectual assets in providing quality professional leadership for the Nigerian Police Force. I can reassure the nation of my firm determination to restore the lost primacy of the Nigerian Police Force while engaging innovative policing frameworks to engender national peace and security. I thank you and pray that you will remain blessed as you join me in this journey. Thank you very much.